Now, we have a common enemy. And what is that common enemy? It is poverty. Poverty. And because of how terrible an enemy it is, the Rasul gave us a dua. Allahumma inni a'uzbika min al-kufri wal-faqri. Kufr wal-faqr. Faqr is poverty. Allahumma, like, oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from kufr, from disbelief, wal-faqr. Because it is a terrible thing. Our common enemy is not your competitor. Your common enemy is not the person that is talking about you. Your common enemy is not your village people. It is poverty disguised as shaitan. It is shaitan disguised as poverty. And then, as if that is not enough, he's now adding fear. So which one are you even supposed to deal with into your long? I am broke already. I'm now scared on top. Am I all right? Is all well with me? How dare me be, I'm poor and then I'm scared again. As a poor person, you should not have anything to fear. What are you fearing? Imagine having kids and you're waking up and your kids have nothing to eat. And you're scared. You are ashamed to sell. Hello? Your kids are sick. You know your husband is not capable. He doesn't have the capacity. Allah has given you something, some gifts. Go out, fantashiru fil ard, wabtaghu min fadlillah. For goodness sake, sisters. We're giving ourselves so much excuses. And then tomorrow we'll start shouting. The government. Like, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Let me tell you guys something. I am in this group. I joined that group intentionally to awaken myself. They are all online business owners. Wallahi, there is a business owner who sells hair care products in that group that every month her business makes nothing less than 100 million naira. There is another person on that group who sells Zobo and Kunu Aya. Her business does 5 million naira in sales every month on social media. There is a lady who sells liquid soap, these hand washes, liquid detergents and all. Her own business does some crazy sums. Like, if you hear crazy numbers, there was a fashion lady, a lady who sells fashion items. She says they do 30 million naira in sales every month. Is the social media they are using different from the one me and you are using? What the hell is wrong with us? Go and learn how to create content, you will not. Go and learn how to write captions, you won't. Learn how to run ads, no. Learn how to do this, you'll be saying, no, Islam says, thank you, the person that Islam landed on her head. This lady launched a program, Business Growth Accelerator. 1 million naira was the lower ticket, 3 million naira was the high ticket, and then 500,000 naira was the one for, people that have not gotten to a certain level. For the 3 million naira, 3 people bought that one. That's 9 million naira. For the 1 million naira, 30 people bought the 1 million naira own. That's 39 million naira. And then for the 500k own, okay, she said early bird fee was 100,000 naira. 35 people bought that 100,000 naira own. So 100k times 35, that's 3.5 M plus 30 M plus 9 M. That is 42.5 million naira in less than, today's date is what? I'm saying this thing, my hand is shaking. Today's date is 11th. It's not even 11 days, because as a day before yesterday, she was at 42.5 million naira. Ask me what she's selling. Her knowledge that she has acquired over 10 years is what she's going to give people, and people are falling over themselves to pay. When they tell you go and seek for knowledge, go and acquire knowledge, I'm like, no, it's haram, it's skinny, it's gone. Who said it is haram? Just do your things within the boundaries of the deen. That is all. Look, the problem we have is we're already thinking of all the problems that will come up from what we have to do, not knowing that nobody knows. If you're taking one step out of your house today, you don't know if the next step is going to happen or not. We're only carrying each of those steps in faith that Allah Ta'ala, who has sent us as his representatives on earth, is not going to leave us to ourselves. Allah has our backs. If Allah has your back, if we as Muslims, who are supposedly Allah's representatives on earth, are so scared to act despite knowing that we have Allah at our backs, how do you now want Allah to help you when you've not done the prerequisites that is required for him to actually help you? The laws of success does not know whether you're a Muslim or you're not a Muslim. It's like you wanting to cook rice. You have your raw rice, you have your condiments, and you have your veggies. But you just dump everything on the counter and go and sleep and say, okay, when I wake up, I'm sure it will cook itself because I have great belief in Allah. I am a shaykha. Allah is going to send his angels to come and cook the food. Sis, you will wake up and the hunger will kill you. To eat that jollof rice, you must cook it. You wash the rice, you would fry your whatever, you join them all together, you put it on the fire. In fact, even despite the fact that you trust Allah, if you put it on the fire and the water is not enough, it will even burn on top. If the water is too much, it will be soggy. Are you getting me? And if you even put it on fire and you now go and lie down and sleep, everything will burn and you will wake up hungry. This is how business is. This is how life is. The person that is ready to put in the work will get the results. If you're not ready to put in the work, don't even complain. So we are sitting down, hoping that somehow, because I am a Muslim, Allah is going to send down one miraculous angel to fix my life. It doesn't happen that way. And it is for this reason he gave us an example in the Rasul and all of those that were around him. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam had no business suffering anything at all. He had no business. He had no business suffering hunger. He had no business being pelted while he was trying to give da'wah. He had no business fighting war, being injured, his teeth being broken. He had no business suffering all of that. But Allah needed to make us understand that, look, that you are my servants, you are believers. It doesn't mean that I will not test you. My testing you is a sign that I love you. But life that you want will not come to you on a platter of gold. You must strive for it. And until you're ready to put in the work, as it should, do not complain of your situation. For as Allah has said, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْأُسْرِ يُسْرًا, they work hand in hand. So if the usra is persisting, ask yourself, what have I not done to reveal the yusra? I have not spoken too much English this afternoon.
We have a few more minutes, ma'am.
All right. So
like 4 minutes, so you can round up, inshallah.
So now, going back to our topic, from setback to startup, thriving in the face of financial, I didn't complete it, and then steps to rebuild your financial life. The problem you're in, no matter how terribly big it is to propel you into dreaming a dream so big that the fear is insignificant. The fear is insignificant when you look at the problem in front of you. So if this is the size of the fear and this is the size of your problem, who is bigger? Your problem should trample upon the fear and squash it. Should get you to do everything you need to do. So ask yourself. And you know the most beautiful thing? It is impossible for you to lack every resource at a particular time. If you are broke, one thing a broke man has is abundant time. So you have the time to learn everything you need to learn. Because as a broke person, all your friends are avoiding you. Nobody wants to be around you. Even your family members, they will not call you for anything. So you are alone to yourself. What you have is time. Time to steep deep and learn. What are the skills I need to thrive in this time I find myself? What special thing do I have that Allah has given me that I can actually monetize? What do I know that if only I'll make this available to people, they'll pay me for it? What experiences do I have in my past that I was able to surmount that problem, and today I can share this experience and use it as a guide to help people who are going through similar situations to walk them out of it? A strong believer is beloved to Allah much more than a weak believer. If I am a weak believer today, what do I need to do to up-level myself? Just look at the situation of Muslims. Is this how we plan to represent Allah? Is this how? Let's go back to history. Do you know the first rehabilitation center that was built in this world was by a Muslim woman? She was treating mentally ill people without medication. She built a facility that still stands till today in Turkey. A woman like you and I. What made them different? Why were they different? Why can't we wake up to our responsibilities? Allah has given you so much, but you downgrade your level to go and be carrying classroom teacher job where they are paying you 18,000 naira as a graduate. Who did this to you? Who did this to us? 18,000 naira or 30,000 or even 50,000 naira for a whole month. You leave your kids at home, you go and serve. When you're supposed to go and learn how to run a business that will enable you be present in the lives of your kids, you get busy with your job, the society brings up your children, you come back home, you have no control over your children, you don't even know what they're doing because you're never there. What business can I run from the comfort of my home that will enable me keep an eye on my kids so that even if they go and pack nonsense from the streets, when they come back home, I am present to take care of them? I made this mistake where from morning till night I was gone. When I get back home, my kids are already asleep. They wake up in the morning, I take them, I give them their bath, I'm off again. And I was like, are you all right? What exactly are you looking for? Is there an option for you to still run a thriving, have something that will bring in money to your pockets, but without having to be this absent in the lives of your children? Because we are the nurturers. Ideally, we are to provide the emotional, the religious nurturing they need. When their fathers are supposed to be out there looking for, but we are in a time where even the men feel helpless. For the love of God, what happened to us? You see our men saying, I don't know what to do. I've been looking for a job and I'm unable to get the job. And because you don't have a job, the best thing you can do is to sit down in your house and be scrolling on your phone, all in the name of looking. Are you like, who did this to us? Problems, difficulties give birth to solutions. Look at the case of Palestine today. Can you see the innovative solutions that are coming out from that region? Who has taken their time to look? Even though they are in so much trouble, all they say is Alhamdulillah. But what can we do about our situation? Imagine using solar panel to purify water. Who would have thought of that? But a lady, a woman, came up with this thing, and now they're able to purify their water. See how they turn bottles into dispensers. See how, like, we have so many examples around us to wake us up. One thing I want everybody who is on this call now to type in the chat. Right now, I want the chat to go crazy. Every problem I have is a key to a solution that I need. Every problem I have is a key to the solution that I need, or holds the key to the solution that I need. Every problem I have holds the key to the solution I need. Imagine Palestinian women made blankets into jackets for winter. Every problem I have is a key to the solution I need. Yes, keep them coming. Every problem I have holds the key to the solution I need. Thank you all. Thank you all. Keep them coming. So from today going forward, this is what I want us to always remember. When any problem comes up, ask yourself, what is the solution Allah is giving me? What is the key Allah is providing me? What is it? Look deep until you find what that key is. And every inspiration that Allah inspires you with is not for you to take it for granted. Act upon it. As you take the first step, Allah will show you the second step. He won't leave you like that. We say we believe in Allah with our words, but our actions does not show that we have faith in Him. So going forward, let us understand that if Allah created us, wallahi, He didn't bring us to earth to come and suffer and just die like that and be going. All of those beautiful dreams He has inspired us with, He actually wants us to live those dreams. He wants that to be our reality. But are we ready to do the work to bring that reality to life? And so if you have wondered when I told you that I have helped clients go from making 500,000 naira to making multi-millions, this was the kind of awakening I awakened in them. You have the capacity, you have the capability, if you don't have the knowledge, you can acquire the knowledge to do whatever you want to do. Whatever. And so when you have this notion in your head that, look, all of the things, all of the obstacles I'm thinking, it is me that is imagining them. If only I would learn how to run proper ads, learn how to run proper content, learn how to do proper strategy, then any business I want to run, I can run it successfully. And it is only going to take time, but I can also go from making nothing to making 100,000 naira consistently going forward. I can go from making nothing to making, like, she is currently making 30 million naira steadily, selling an item that is sold by practically every woman, or 1 in every 10 women. She sells fabrics. She went from making 500,000 naira, now she does 30 million naira in sales every month. Now we're looking at how do we take this 30 million naira to 50 million naira. This is me who knew nothing. I knew nothing about computer. I knew nothing about digital marketing. But I knew that although I am a slow learner, like people used to call me Olodo in school. Like in university, somebody used to go and underline my GPA after each semester because I finished with a 3rd class degree, guys. From 100 level till I finished, my GPA was never higher than 1.5. Never. But I just knew that there was something to me that I had not tapped into. Allah gives everybody, like for everything you lack, He gives you a strength. For every weakness, He gives you a strength that if you would step on that strength, the sky will be your limit. And for me, I'm just getting started. Obstacles will come, they are fine, they must come. Obstacles must come. But when they come, would you stay down? When you stay down, what are you doing? What are you getting out of staying down? Or would you pick yourself up and ask yourself, what key to a solution lies in this problem? There was this client that came. She sells tea that you drink. She sells in 4 months, she sells 30 cartons. Now in 1 month, she sells 130 cartons. All I told her was that there are people on this space that are doing crazy numbers. Why do you think you're different? Are you not human? Do they have 10 heads? They have 1 head just like you, 2 hands just like you. The only thing they have that you don't have is the information that is making it possible for them to make the numbers that you're making. But you don't even want to invest in your knowledge. How do you now get out of a situation you're in? It is only us, amongst us Muslims. You see a woman telling you, I don't have 5,000 naira, I don't have 10,000 naira, I don't even have 20,000 naira to pay for a course. But she has 50,000 naira to buy a shrebi and go for wedding, to buy new shoe and bag. What are our priorities? When you can use that same money to invest in a knowledge that can now birth every amount of money you need for anything in your life. You can pay 20,000 naira today to learn how to create content that would bring about, attention on social media. And then when you learn that thing, you'll be able to monetize that to be making 100K. So have you made a loss? Or have you gained on that money you spent? But no, we'd rather be investing in all things that do not give us any return on investment. Okay, you go and buy the ashrebi, you buy the shoe and the bag. Okay, then what after that? Tell me how you can monetize those things that you have bought. Tell me how those things will bring you money. Some of us, one problem that happened in the past, we have decided to bury ourselves in that past and refuse to let the past go. Why is it called a past? What lessons can you take from that event that happened? And use that lesson to forge ahead.
Why are you screaming? No fair, you're screaming.
I have to scream because some of us, we have coconut head.
Why are you screaming? You came with, you not come with only gun. You came to the battlefield. You came to come and fight with. No, let me understand. You want to come and fight a child. You came with axe. Why?
All right, I'm not fighting.
You want to kill cockroach with a sledgehammer.
All right, let me go back to my demure.
I shall allow you scream. Okay, I'm allowing you.
So no more shouting. Assalamu alaikum once again, sisters. So I needed to shout so that evil spirit that is sitting beside us, that has prevented us from doing everything we need to do, right, to change our situations for the better, to tell that evil spirit he don't have any, there is no space on this chair. There is no space for you. So please pack yourself and be going. I have left the old Hajara in the past. Old Hajara has gone. Like, I can't even remember what she looks like. But the new Hajara has 2 things in her armor. She knows that Allah is there for her. She knows that Allah is there to guide her every step. It doesn't matter if she doesn't know the next step to take. But inshallah, Allah will not allow her to fall into a pit that she cannot get out of. And if she has to fall into that pit, maybe there's a gold in there that she needs to go and pick up, that she cannot come and flip to turn her situation around. The old Hajara is not going to take petty snide comments from people on the online space to heart. Because, of course, people who have work to do not have time to spew nonsense. The old Hajara is not going to hold on to grudges because she doesn't have the strength. She doesn't have the mental space to keep grudges with people. The old Hajara is not going to take one statement out of what her husband has said and start building a mountain out of it. She doesn't have that energy. Her energy now is to think of possibilities, strategies to make those possibilities come alive. The old Hajara goes out of her comfort zone to seek knowledge that she doesn't have. The old Hajara is ready to invest in her knowledge. If she doesn't have the money, she'll spend the time to gain, acquire, implement, execute whatever new knowledge she acquires so that she becomes a different person at the end of the day. Right? Yes, calmness looks good on me. Thank you. Are we together? So I hope with these few words of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that as a Muslimah, you have no business being scared. You have no business being scared of all the what ifs. Who is saying this does not feel real? I was shouting, he said don't shout. I'm talking calmly now, very demure. He said I should shout. Hello, why are you guys confused?
I prefer the shouting energy. Please shout. I prefer the shouting energy, please.
Why are people confused? Stop confusing your confusion. So, to bring this... Please, what's the meaning of Omar Araye? I'm not Yoruba, by the way. I'm a Nupe girl from Kwara State, Patigi to be precise. Back to what I was saying. In order to get to the end of this discussion, sisters, Allah has given us immense abilities, capacities, and capabilities. If we feel we don't have any of them just yet, He has given us the first step into getting there. Are we together? So ask yourself, am I going to tell Allah, oh Allah, I am ungrateful for all the bounties that you have given me. I don't want it. Hold your tin. Allow me to wallow in my sufferness. Allow me to allow Shaitan to win the battle over me. Is that what you're going to say? Or are you going to wake yourself up? You pour cold water on yourself. Let me tell you girls something I started doing last year. I read online, I came across somebody's post. He was a Christian, by the way. And he said, if you find that you're complacent, like you drag yourself to do everything, start bathing with cold water. Hi! Although I went to a boarding school, command secondary school, and we used to bath cold water back then, but it's been so long. I was like, cold water, how? I cannot. Guys, when I started that thing, even if I wake up feeling down, by the time I pour that cold water on myself, it just gingers me awake like this. I'm like, okay, what needs to be done? What needs to be done? I still have days where I am like uncertain of what I need to do, but those days are insignificant compared to the days where I have things to do. I still get into debt very well, but I still find ways to do one training, one coaching, do one class, get one client to settle up those debts. Like that is a circle that must happen. But amidst it all, are you on top or you're allowing Shaitan to be on top? It is fine to worry. It is fine to be disturbed, but don't hold on to it for too long that it pushes you down. Flip yourself up, okay? They scammed me. The money has gone. What can I do about it? Hi, boy, pay me. In fact, I should have used that money to eat shawarma. And I'll have been happy or eating milk cake or drinking smoothie or something. Boy, that Kai did not try you. Then you get up. You lost money. Allah. It's only you that know I lost this money. And that's my last card. What will I do now? That's the problem. What will you do? So you start asking yourself, okay, do I have rice at home? Can I cook the rice and post it that I'm cooking food? Or do I know how to make cake? But if I know how to make cake, I don't have the capital. Who in my house can I ask? Let me call my mom. Mommy, I want to test this cake business to see. I know how to bake very well. Like this is what problems are supposed to make us do. I remember I learned how to do data entry one time like that. Who needs data entry services? Start posting your status. Start posting on social media. These are the things that problems are supposed to make you do. And so to put a final our final whatever is Allah created us to be creators, not creating us to be consumers. So as creators, And when I say creators, Biko, I did not say content creation. Create solutions to problems. Not that content creation is bad inherently, but content creation is used as a tool to keep making people heedless. So are you going to be used as a tool by the enemies of us to deviate other people further from the path of Allah? Or are you going to use your content creation skill to teach people, bring them closer to Allah, or bring them closer to better health, or bring them closer to better finances, or bring them closer to better emotional health, or bring them closer to better, family health? What are you going to use your skills to do? Do not use it to help the enemy to further, acquire their aim, achieve their goal of misleading people and taking them further away from the deen. So if you have questions, drop them. But for now, subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.
Jazakillahu khairan. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. You too.